as the business owner, like what are some of the benefits, or like why would a business owner take the time and money to make their site and their digital presence ADA compliant?
The benefits for the business are, there's a number of them. I mean, the main one being is, they're going to be now being able to reach a lot more customers because, again, we just talked about it right now. Almost 25% of internet users can't use their website. So that's a huge chunk right there.
Mhm.
But also, when you do all the steps that are necessary, like our software provides tools that will allow people to change contrast to black and white to high contrast, highlight links, screen reader, magnify things. There's about 15 or so tools that we have in the software right now that can help people dynamically adjust their website on the fly so that they can use it. But when you go the step further, and one of the services that we offer is to help you put in alternate text, which means, if you would hover over a picture, it would actually either read it to you and say, this picture is of a woman in a green bathing suit. And then this one is woman in a red bathing suit or something like that. So people would be able to understand what those pictures are. If somebody is, legally blind or fully blind, then that would help them a lot. So when you put in alternate text, it helps your website SEO better with Google. So not only now are you going to be able to reach more people in the disabled community, but you're going to be reaching more people all over the internet, because if they go to do a Google search, you're going to rank much higher. So that in itself is a quick way to help your SEO ranking and reach more customers. Um, but you're also going to stand out as being a pioneer of somebody, a business that wants to do business ethically and help others. And then, I mean, the list goes on. I mean, there's a huge tax credit as well. So, not only is our services relatively inexpensive, they come out to about $1 a day, to do all this, to reach more customers, to build your business. But there are also, large tax credits that are available to help pay for these types of services as well. So the government wants to help people become accessible and help their businesses add accessibility tools to their business by offering these tax credits that a lot of people don't even know about. So, that's one of the things I'm trying to bring to light is, hey, this is an actual opportunity for a tax credit that you have available. And you can also, it's like the government helping you pay for part of your marketing, budget. It really is, because you're going to be able to reach more people and let the government pay you back. And then lastly, with ADA compliance being more and more prevalent over the past 4 or 5 years, there are more and more lawsuits actually being brought against businesses all over the country. They started out with the larger businesses, the very first one being Winn-Dixie, which is a supermarket down in the South that, in a court of law, the judge deemed that they needed to adjust their website to help a gentleman who was, legally blind be able to utilize their site. And so that started a wave of things going through, companies like Home Depot and Chick-fil-A and Domino's, even Beyonce and Kylie Jenner and Hooters. And, there's a whole list of the large corporations that went through this. But they were able to say, okay, yeah, we can pay a $50,000 fine, which is actually the average fine for all sizes of businesses getting sued. They're like, okay, well, we have a web staff, guys, go fix all this stuff.
Mhm.
They went and they fixed it statically. And I can go into a little bit about what the difference between statically and dynamically adjusting your website to be compliant is. But then they started going after all the small to medium sized businesses and really, um, putting eh, putting them in a tough spot, because small businesses don't have a large budget to pay an attorney to go to court to, you know, to fight for them against this. And even if you did win, even if you lost, you did win, you have all these legal fees, but you also have the fines that come along with it. And if you don't fix it, you can get sued multiple times. So those are the things that are happening that I'm trying to make people aware of. And last year, there were about 11,000 lawsuits that were filed compared to the year before, which were about 3,500. So every year, more and more um, companies are being hit with more and more lawsuits. So that's why I'm trying to really, I think 2021 is going to be the year where a lot of people are going to hear more and more about this. and hopefully do something about it as well.